Celtic will play Rangers this weekend in what could all but confirm the boys the league title with a win. We will go over the build-up to this game in today's video, whilst going over some huge transfer news. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. For the first time since 2018, a larger away allocation will be present at Celtic Park for the Glasgow derby, with just under 2,500 Rangers fans in attendance on Sunday. With the increased allocation, extra security measures have been put in place to ensure the smooth running of the fixture. Rangers supporters have been instructed to meet at the east side of the Emirates Arena at 10 a.m, where they will be escorted to the stadium at 10:30 a.m, 2 hours before kickoff. A holdback will also be enforced at full time, meaning away fans will be kept inside the stadium for a period before being allowed to leave. Similar safety arrangements have been in place since the traditional 7,000 away allocation was slashed in 2018, when Rangers decided they had enough of Celtic fast celebrating at their place. Of course, the new entrances to the turnstiles that were fitted in the summer will be in operation with the safety nets surrounding the away fans unfurled. It will be good to get some away fans back in the fixture. It may not be the old allocation, but it's still much better than 0 to 750. Brendan Rodgers is looking to right the wrongs from last time out, falling to defeat at Ibrox. Now for the main story, as Celtic are keeping a close eye on 18-year-old Dundee United forward Owen Sturton, who is currently out on loan at Montrose in League One. The highly rated striker was sent out in January to gain more first-team experience, and he is impressed with 6 goals in 8 games for Montrose. Sturton already has a taste of Premiership football too, scoring his first senior goal for Dundee United against Ross County in November. Former Celtic star and current scout Tosh McKinlay was in attendance to watch the young forward recently, with the Daily Record reporting that Celtic are considering making a move. It is also claimed that Rangers scouts have watched the youngster in action too, but it's suggested that the Ibrox side won't be making a move. This comes as Celtic are set to lose Daniel Cummings at the end of the season, with the club seemingly looking for another promising young striker already playing in Scotland. It looks like West Ham could be the destination, with a pre-contract seemingly already agreed. With Sturton continuing to find the net regularly in League One, Celtic will be watching closely to see if he could be the next young talent to make the step up. In other news, Reo Hatate will be under the spotlight when Celtic take on Rangers at Celtic Park this weekend, with the midfielder needing a big performance after his disastrous showing at Ibrox in January. That day, Hatate's passing was uncharacteristically poor, with misplaced balls and sloppy turnovers that handed Rangers control of the match. While the whole Celtic team struggled, Hatate was one of the worst performers, failing to bring his usual energy and creativity. Since then, his form has been up and down. Against Hibs, he started poorly but improved as the game went on, and while his quality is undeniable, his consistency remains a concern. He was once known for his defence-splitting passes and incisive play, but in recent weeks he has often played it too safe, failing to spot or execute attacking runs. There is also the uncertainty around his future, with speculation that he could leave Celtic in the summer. At 27, he's at a point in his career where his next move needs to be the right one, and perhaps that has been playing on his mind. However, he isn't currently in the Japan squad, and his form hasn't been at the level needed to secure a big move. Celtic cannot afford a repeat of the January collapse. Rangers blew them away that day, with Celtic looking slow and disjointed from the start. This time, at home, the expectation will be to put things right. Brendan Rodgers has spoken about the need for a response, and Hatate will be one of the key players required to deliver it. If he plays to his best, he has the ability to dominate the midfield and cause Rangers real problems. But if he shrinks again, Celtic could find themselves in trouble. Hatate is a game changer, but only when he shows up. Sunday is the time for him to prove it. In other news, former Celtic goalkeeper Joe Hart has reflected on his time at the Hoops, speaking warmly about his 3 years at the club. Now, as Kasper Schmeichel has taken over as Celtic's number 1 following his free transfer in the summer, Hart shared his fond memories of his time in Glasgow and the bond he developed with the club and the Celtic support. Joe Hart joined Celtic in August 2021 after leaving Tottenham Hotspur, looking to reignite his career after a challenging few years. His debut came in a 4-2 Europa League qualifying win against FK Jablonec, and he soon made his mark in the Scottish Premiership with a clean sheet in a 6-0 win over Dundee at Celtic Park. That season, Hart played a key role in a League and League Cup double. He also played a huge part in Celtic's domestic treble in the 2022-23 season, further cementing his place as an important player under Ange Postecoglou. In February 2024, Joe Hart announced his retirement from football after an illustrious career. He played his final game in the Scottish Cup final in May 2024, with Hart keeping a clean sheet in his final game as a player. Hart's impact at Celtic was undeniable, and his leadership and experience played a significant part in the Hoops' rebuild under Ange Postecoglou and Brendan Rodgers' first season back in Glasgow. Reflecting on his time at Celtic, Hart spoke passionately about the experience. He said, "I absolutely loved it. I earned a good career, and then towards the end, it started to peter out. I thought, wow, maybe I just got to have my peak years, and then that's football. Then to have the opportunity to go up there and have 3 years of just demanding excellence and demanding results." Hart went on to express his admiration for his successor, Kasper Schmeichel, saying, "I hear Kasper talk about it now, and I can see why he is so in love with it, because I felt exactly the same. It's a different feeling from winning to being expected to win, then go on to the next game, win, and win all of those trophies. The kids were at a great age to enjoy it, and it was a magical 3 years." As Schmeichel stepped into the number 1 spot at Celtic, it's clear that Joe Hart's time at the club left a lasting impression. The Danish goalkeeper has followed on brilliantly, but Hart's influence on Celtic's success in recent years will always be remembered fondly by the support. However, Schmeichel himself has also impressed, keeping 24 clean sheets in 45 games across all competitions this season. In the league, he has conceded only 17 goals in 29 games, showing that he has carried on exactly where Hart left off last season. And lastly, Jude Bonnar and Colby Donovan have been named in the latest Scotland U21 squad, alongside on-loan duo Lenny Agbert and Matthew Anderson. Bonnar is one of Celtic's breakthrough stars, having already made his first-team debut and featured in several matchday squads under Brendan Rodgers. The midfielder, who signed his first professional contract in 2021, has been rising through the ranks and is clearly making an impression on the manager. Right-back Colby Donovan has been a regular for Celtic B this season, playing consistently in the Lowland League and making 7 appearances in the UEFA Youth League, showcasing his talent on the European stage. Lenny Agbert has been gaining valuable first-team experience at Ayr United, where he is on loan under former Celtic captain Scott Brown. Since joining in January, the defender has already made 7 appearances for the promotion-chasing side. Matthew Anderson is continuing his development in Austria, playing for Celtic's partner club Admira Wacker. The left-back, who also spent last season there, has played 12 league games, contributing 3 goal involvements. Also included in the squad are former Celtic youngsters Daniel Kelly and Josh Deedy. Best of luck to the youngsters for their games against Ireland and Iceland this month. Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let us know down in the comments section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you.